Hey guys, Keaton here. So I've had a lot of goalies ask for help when it comes to what do I do for warm up. Now I know some kids are not allotted a lot of time. Maybe it's 30 seconds, maybe it's a minute in between there. Okay, obviously we don't all have a 20-minute warm up. So what I'd like to do is help you guys out with a couple things that I believe will allow the eyes and hands to start to operate a little cleaner, get the hips prepared, and get our feet working. All right, so I will try to keep this as short as possible, but let's first start with our stance. So I would get you or recommend that we get in that stance, all right, working on a nice strong hip bend. And I'll just show you a side profile of what that looks like. We'd like to make sure the hips are pushed back so we're hinging with the hips. We'd like to make sure that we got a nice strong forward knee bend, weights in the balls of the feet. Obviously, we're slightly inverted inwards with those legs. Shoulders are stacked over knees. Eyes, hands in front, elbows are out of rib cage, but still slightly bent. All right. So from there, I recommend working on just tracking pucks. Let's say high to that glove side. All right. Just trying to be as relaxed as possible, really allowing the eyes and hands to operate together through the same route. Then I go through some lower ones. All right. And then do the same thing to the blocker side. Now, what I would like you to focus on is I'm not over-rotating. I'm just trying to make sure I keep that same surface area, eyes and blocker, shoot horizontally straight to the puck. All right. Then I'd work on, okay, let's say if I have to reach low, I want to make sure my eyes, hands reach first before I activate the knees and drop. So then I'll go eyes, glove, drop. So I'm just trying to code my body to remember my eyes and hands are leading. And while I'm going through that process, I am engaging that lead hip. I am folding the ankles inwards, and then I get into that drop. And I do the same thing to the blocker side. Eyes, blocker, drop into it, really trying to focus on nice, smooth movements so it doesn't feel like we're going through the complete route and then dropping. All right, domino effect of one movement leads smoothly into another movement, making sure my shoulders are stacked and I'm in a nice balanced butterfly, okay? Then I would get into, and you can obviously mix and master this however you like, then I get into holding that stance and maybe opening up, shuffle, open up, eyes, hands, engage that right leg, shuffle, open up, shuffle, shuffle. All right, if you have time to work through a short little T-push, I'd recommend doing so. Okay, but making sure, again, I'm operating as one complete unit. Eyes and hands are opening up, strengthening that lead leg that I'm moving to, and pushing through, making sure very short and concise movements, but I'm optimizing my balance and my efficiency with my movement. Then I'd maybe get into some power pushes. All right, you can go eyes, hands, drop, turn, plant, push into that power push, make sure those knees are tight. Again, make sure I'm balanced. Do that a couple times. Eyes, glove, drop, turn, push, gap up. All right. Now, we can obviously do a little bit more than that, but hopefully, all right, that's a short or long version of how to warm up. I went through eyes, hands. I went through my stance. I went through dropping through a proper kind of process, eyes, hands, then knees, and then working on a power push back and forth. You could obviously still tie in power pushing back and forth, always leading with eyes, okay? But up to you, all right, whatever you want to do in whatever order. But I hope this makes sense, guys. I hope this helps, all right? And I hope this gets the eyes and hands to operate properly before we get warm-up shots.